Hello. How you guys doing this morning? Oh man. I was doing a video this morning. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, about 4:30. And I was coming towards the end when my phone died. So I'm starting to overrun this one here. I was just talking about, I had this title, "Why Idiots Trying to Censor Life." You know, I came across a video early this morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning. Watched half of it. And I remember as a kid, like other kids back in the day, even further than back in the day, I watched a good monster movie from back during the golden era of monster movies. Godzilla, King Kong, Wolfman, Frankenstein, The Mummy, Dracula, and the Invisible Man. All those classics. They never scared me. I was always been a big fan of the Universal monsters from back in the 20s and 30s and shit. Great classics. And they got blamed for these movies were accused of warping the youth mind, putting the fear into, but you look at comic books, we all read, we read Superman, Batman, Captain America, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, a lot of comics. We would collect, we would read, we would trade. It's something that really helped our imagination. We would read them and see ourselves as one of the superheroes. But comic books also had horror comics and comic books based on Dracula. Yeah. It's comic books. Remember, they brought out the comic book code, and because a lot of comics had horror comics. There's a cover of a comic book where it had a woman, severed head, a guy with a man with an axe in his hand, and her body's right there on the floor, and you see her eyes roll up like and shit like that, and but down the line, it also involves, you had monster movies, comic books, now video games, and games that are being attacked would be Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto, and a few other ones. My son, I bought a PS2 back in, what was it, 2000, between '05 and '06. I bought a PS2 and I bought some games. And I bought a couple of games. I bought a couple of. I got GTA 3, which is a classic. It's about a few years before even 4 came out. I also picked up GTA Liberty City stories and Fun City stories and stuff like that. And there's some other ones, and I think people were like, don't understand the difference between real life and the fantasy world in gaming. There are completely different things. Jack Thompson, he sued Rockstar over Manhunt, which I own both that one and the second one, which weren't too bad because they were based on, if you look at real life, you can't say, well, they got that from the wars. No. Horror movies come from the psyche, the deepest, darkest part of our mind, and is put on a script and on the main screen, okay, in movies when we go to the theater. It's same with video games, but it's also telling a story. Okay, it's telling a story. This is what nobody gets. Okay, I'm a big fan of a game with a really good story. Beginning, middle, end, plot, the twist, the whole shebang. And they're trying to tell you that tell kids, if you play these games, they're gonna warp your mind, man. No, these games don't warp your mind if you are stupid enough to take it from the gaming fantasy world and bring it into real life, because that's where it all becomes very dangerous and shit, But you have to you gotta be rational to know the difference. Now, back in the day when horror movies in the 70s got pretty big, there's one movie that came out, and beginning of the film, now it would say, it's only a movie, it's only a movie, it's only a movie, it's only a movie. It's telling you it's only a movie. It's only a movie. Even though it's a scary movie, it's a horror movie, it's only a movie. Okay? For example, Natural Born Killers. Think, okay? That movie became so controversial, okay? And the director, that would be Stone. He did Platoon and Born on the 4th of July. And he also did JFK. And he directed that movie, Natural Born Killers, to show the side of how everything has been glamorized. And he had Juliette Lewis, Woody Harrelson. He had Robert Downey Jr. in it. Completely changed. You're a phone, not a fucking slot machine. I mean, that movie was like a huge inspiration for couple killers, you know. Let me rephrase again. This movie was an inspiration for killer couples. You know? Kind of like Bonnie and Clyde, but more of a, how do you say, more of a gory effect. You know, a lot of sick shit, you know. But it's only a movie. It's only a movie. A lot of things got blamed for fucking everything, you know. You cannot blame Shakespeare for violence. You can't blame Shakespeare for suicides. It's like that because it's a story about love, loss, death. You know, it's like life. It's about ups and downs. You know, like Foamy said, life is about ups and downs, man. You know, but sometimes you have to be more rational than what people would think. You know, but again, you also have video games too. You have games like Resident Evil, GTA, Call of Duty. Games that have that would take you here into the story further. Okay, kind of see the bigger picture of what the story's about. Again, beginning, middle, end, plot, twist, and you know, sometimes you gotta be more rational. You gotta be rational, man. You gotta be honest with yourself that hey. It's only a game, it's only a movie, it's only a comic book. But again, look, people are fucking dumb. People are absolutely fucking dumb, dude. Like censoring life. Okay, that's the title, but it's more than that. Okay, you got these televangelists, you got these politically motivated groups that would say, what about the children? The children's fine. Let them be kids. You know, let them be kids, man. You know, just leave them alone. You know, when I was growing up, I used to climb trees. I used to pop willies on my bike. If I fell off my bike, I'd get my ass up and get back on the bike and start fucking around more on my bike. You know, just being a kid. You know, my generation is the scary generation because the shit we did, man, we made millennials and Gen Zs go, no. And I mean, we did crazy shit, but at least we knew what we were doing. You know, what we were doing. You know, I mean, if we knew we were fucking up, hey, we were fucking up. Did we get punished? Yeah, we got punished. You know, but the thing is, we accepted it. Plus, if somebody at school needed to be dealt with, we waited until it was recess time. Then we went behind the backstop, kind of beat his ass. Say, hey, chill, motherfucker. Just, you know, we would just give him a reason why. Give him a reason why to, you know, chill. You know. But I mean, my generation was before the internet, before laptops, okay. But the early '80s, you had cell phones, which is not too bad, which is kind of a, you know, but yet those were kind of let's put it this way. The phones back then, I could deal with, but I don't mind this kind of thing here. But it's a wake-up call of, let's stop calling them smartphones. It's a fucking computer. Okay? It's a fucking computer. You take pictures. You make videos. Emails. Phone calls. Sometimes you ladies will get a dick pic. Some of us guys will get a tit pic. Which I don't mind a tit pic. I like tit pics. But the truth is, joking aside here, it's also our little best friend and a little big pain in our ass. Now the title, idiots are idiots. Now again, these are these politically motivated left-winging rhinos, SJWs, all this woke, creating butt munchers and shit, trying to censor you, wanting to really want to be demanding of you getting booted, shadow banned, whatever they're demanding, But for 7 years, people have been getting shadow banned. They've been like basically kicked, not allowed back. And Carly once said, "There's this club, and you ain't in it." That's the same with social media. There's a platform, and you ain't in it. Why? Because these Twitter twats, these creepy, feely little bastards, whine, mope, bitch, complain, They're like Beaker the Muppets. All that shit, And they're the ones that would cry and whine and bitch and moan, Same on Facebook, They got these fake ass, stupid, opinionated, propagandic, and you had to smell like 200 dog. I think my fart scared my dog senseless. But but now Elon Musk bought Twitter. Good thing. But yet, now it's a way around. What about our free speech? Whoa. Time out. For 7 years, you were all giggly, like a rainbow-haired schoolgirl, all happy and smiling, and the whole fucking thing of people getting booted, banned, all this shit, But now it's Elon Musk owns Twitter now, and some of you are like freaking out because you're now worried about your free speech. Now you're finally getting the hint of why you're stupid. Completely stupid. Completely stupid. Because there's a shift change that's been biding its time for the last number of years now. It ain't political. It's social. It's on every platform. It's a big shift change. A big shift, you know. And it's good. It's good. Good. As in fucking good. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. Always have been, always will be. But the one thing that I really completely disgustedly hate, and that is people who think they can sue a game creator, you know, like Rockstar, or say the game Mortal Kombat, you know. It's a fucking story. Yeah, you could carjack somebody, you know, drive around to the car. Yeah, you could get a prostitute and no, with her and everything else, and shoot her, get your money back. But it's in a game, man. It's in a game, dude. I can't believe I just did that. I sound like a fucking ape, dude. And Zero, I know you watch that, man. Shit, dude. But getting along here, in reality here, I mean, you gotta be rational, man. Starting with Mortal Kombat, man. I mean, when that game came out, and Sub-Zero's finisher was where he grabs you by the throat, and he lifts you by the head, lifts you up. Well, this, your head, your spine, and his blood. And they gained some controversy. And who was the first one to complain? Hillary Clinton. She herself has decades of blood on her hands herself. Her and her husband, you know. I wasn't fazed. Nobody was fazed by it, you know, except for a couple of political hacks, Jack Thompson, these televangelist people who just like, there's blood on their spine and attached to their head. Yeah, it's called a game, motherfucker. It's called a game, man. You know? It's shit, dude. I play games all the time. For fun. You know, just the story. You know? And, sometimes you have to really understand, let your kids be kids, man. You know? Let your kids find out what the world really is, you know? I did. I came out 5. You know? I also, I live in a 2-parent household growing up. You know, that's part of life, man. You know, part of life. And sometimes you have to kick the bully in the nuts, see him fall, and just move on with your life. You know? And the thing is, you know, I would laugh at the bully. He's holding his nuts, he's crying. Move on with your life, you know. Just forget about it, you know. The bully can kick the nuts as a warning. Say, hey, I'm willing to stomp your ass some more if you fuck me some more, you know. The whole fucking thing, you know. Sometimes you gotta kick the bully in the nuts. Tell him, hey, look, back off, shut the fuck up, and move on with your life. know, simple as that, man. Simple as that. But if you're a chick getting bullied by another chick, hello, pay-per-view. It is funny wanting to see a female bully get snatched slapped. Oh, my chicken flap. No, let's call it your pussy, bitch. There ain't no chicken, it's a tuna with lips and no teeth. What the fuck is that all about, you know? I mean, bullies are just stupid motherfuckers, man. Punch the dude in the nuts, pussy flap the bitch. Poof! Ping! Oh, my chicken. No, it's a fish. I mean, you got these idiots wanting to censor you, bully you, you know? Because they think they can. Okay? Here. The reason they think that they could boss you around or bully you is because they are scared. They're frightened. They're terrified. You know, they're terrified. Because they think that they have a chance to be top of the hierarchy food chain, you know, and they're afraid of anybody with a sensible mind, common sense, and zero fucks. That's what we need, is more people with common sense and zero fucks, and not give a shit. You know, it's about time we need this kind of people. I'm one. I give zero fuck by anybody's feelings, you know. Because facts don't give a shit about your fucking feelings. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think in general, you know. You know, I mean, there's times where you got to actually pay attention to why you want to censor somebody, censor anybody, life in general. Matter of fact, you know, comic books, monster movies, video games. This is what we did as kids. We watched monster movies. We read comic books. We played video games. And did it warp our mind? No. All this bullshit came from people that had an agenda. I've seen monster movies as a kid. I loved Godzilla and King Kong and Dracula and Wolfman, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the Invisible Man, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. These were universal monsters that weren't scary at all. They were movies telling a story. Beginning, middle, and plot twist. Boom. You know? Comic books. I read, as a kid, I read comic books. I read Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Batman, Captain America, X-Men, you know, the Hulk, you know, all those comics, you know, and Archie, you know, which were good comics, you know, and I read. Great, great. I remember playing the game Dungeons and Dragons as a kid. You know, back in the day, they had this satanic. They called it the Satanic Panic back in the 70s and shit. Over Dungeons and Dragons. It's a fucking game, man. It had a cartoon on CBS that ran 4 seasons. You know, 4 seasons and shit. And I watched it as a kid growing up, and it was a cool cartoon at the time. Awesome, you know, based on the game itself. You know. But sometimes that wasn't enough. I mean, you have these parent groups and shit like that who wants to tell you how to raise your kid. Go fuck yourself. My son's fine. My son, he was about 6 years old. He got into GTA and Resident Evil and shit, you know, as a kid. And it was a good time, man. I mean, but I was there by him as he played, you know. It didn't change him for the worse, you know. Growing up, he wanted to grow up to be he wanted to get into the horror movie genre, you know. I don't know if it was writing. I don't know if it was to do a movie, like you know. I mean, he was heavily into Resident Evil, the whole zombie thing. You know, he was into zombies. You know, he was into aliens. You know, and but my son came out fine. You know, smart guy. You know, just turned 23. And I mean, you gotta let kids be kids, man. You know. And right now, the one thing that's really bugging me right now, is these teachers and school boards thinking that they could sneak around behind parents' backs and push this CRT bullshit and this LGBT bullshit in schools. You know, look, I have respect for the LGBT, I do, but the teachers need to teach general education. Period. Okay. Look, do your job as a teacher and teach what's there. Math, reading, science, you know. But they don't need to be taught this CRT bullshit or the LGBT bullshit, okay? You know, let kids discover who they are themselves. It's a parent's job to guide and protect them. Your job as a teacher is to teach ABCs, not LGBT, okay? I never went through that as a kid. My sister never went through that as a kid, you know? If my parents found out, they would be fucking livid, dude. They would be fucking livid. I was lucky I had some good teachers that taught only general education. Okay? Period. You know. Parents gotta get together more, man. We need more parents say, hey, look, fuck you. Do your job as teaching. Don't be pushing this crap on my kid, man. You know, you gotta be rational, dude. You know, you gotta be like, dude. ABCs, not LGBT, okay? ABCs, not CRT, both, no. Your job is to teach, okay? You're getting paid to teach, not to try to make our kids reach your level. Stupid. No. I know a lot of people that are smart, man, and brilliant. My friend Zero is one. Brilliant dude, man. But sometimes you have to be tell these people, look, back the fuck off. You know? Look, let's agree to let's all agree to disagree. You know? Look, stop pushing your shit on people. Stop trying to censor people, because the more you push, we're gonna push back. You know? Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up, man. You know? You're not kids. You're adults. Put it this way. You're not adults. You're kids in adult diapers that crap themselves whenever they get angry or mad or pissy or mopey, because someone like myself that don't give a shit, that will not bow down and lick your fucking greasy ass boot. I don't work that way. I was born and raised to kick ass and think for myself. Okay? That's how I was raised. To think for myself and to kick ass. And also, I'm older now. I grew up not giving a fuck. I'm older now, and I still give zero fucks. I am uncensorable. You can't censor me. I'm uncancelable. You can't cancel me. You know? There's a time and a place where you got to really go home. Go look in the mirror. Actually see yourself looking real stupid. Maybe that would help you have a little bit of decency and common sense back into your life. There's people that are rational and don't give a fuck. That's the kind of people you would see and realize, fuck, I am stupid. Yes, you are stupid. You had a teacher come out to her class as pansexual. What are pansexual? What are people now? Fucking pots and pans and shit? What the fuck? What is she doing? Taking a pot handle and sticking up her ass? You know, like, what the fuck? Don't fuck with my culinary shit, motherfucker shit. You know, like, put that pot down. Bing! Lady, you covered that handle with your shit. I mean, I can understand, you know, people being lesbian, gay, bi, trans. That's fine with me. I don't care. But pansexual? What the fuck is pansexual? You're fucking pens now? What the fuck? Holy fucking shit. I'm a straight dude that fucks chicks, not culinary stuff here, man. Like, what the fuck? I like to fuck women, not pots and pans. Because the kitchen ain't foreplay. You know, it's just that. I mean, keep your shit to yourself. The kids are too young to understand what the fuck you're talking about. Don't talk to my dog, because he doesn't know what you're talking about. He'd be like, taco neck. Grow the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Keep it to yourself until you tell adults you know. Don't tell your class, because they wouldn't understand that shit. You know, they wouldn't understand that shit. Okay? Because that's one way of getting your dumbass fired from teaching. Okay? Before you do that shit, understand the outcome, what would happen if you did. The kids would understand this shit, you know? I mean, yeah, you got kids saying, well, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, because they get it from what they hear. Okay? These idiots are confusing the kids here, man. Leave the kids alone. Let them be kids. Let them discover who they are themselves. They don't need your help into telling you, oh, Billy, you're gay. Lily, you're a lesbo. Tyler, you're a pansexual that fucks pans. What the fuck is this shit, dude? You know? Let the kids be themselves and seek for themselves who they really are themselves. They don't need you to tell them, oh, gay, lesbo, pansexual, fuck pants. No. Let the children grow up, see for themselves. They don't need anybody to push their shit on their kids. Let them be kids until they see for themselves on who they really are. Teachers, teach education, not bullshit. School boards, shut the fuck up, mind your own business. Okay? And do your job and with education. Not this CRT bullshit, not this mass bullshit, and not this LGBT bullshit. Okay? The kids aren't old enough to understand. Let them grow up to see for themselves. Back the fuck off. Let their parents be involved. You be teachers and teach education, not bullshit. Simple as that. Big time, big time, no bullshit. Okay? So, if you ain't down with that, we got 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. How I know? I'm a parent. I'm a parent of a 23-year-old gay son who I'm very proud of. Will protect until I'm dead. Because that's the kind of love I have for my son, is to protect my son, guide him. Because anybody says otherwise, gonna get a right boot or a foot up their ass. No. You have to let your kids be kids, man. Period. No bullshit, okay? It is real life. It is real life. This is real life. No. I met some really interesting people here on YouTube and through YouTube. No. I met my good buddy Chris, who went by Tin Man for a long time. And 10 years ago, then I met my good friend Zero, and became friends ever since. Been friends ever since. And smart guys, man. You know, smart guys that would be playing chess while you're playing checkers. You know, it just think, man, think, okay, think. You know, you gotta understand. Look, grow the fuck up. Let your kids be kids. Because down the line, you have to be prepared. Because down the line, your kids, they're going to reach an age where they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you. Because my son did. My son came out to me. And I didn't rush a judgment. I didn't judge him. I wanted it all to sink in. To understand, you know. Because as a parent, you have to do that. Let it sink in. Don't get mad. Don't rush to judgment. Don't kick him out of your house, because doing that will make you even more stupid than you look now. If they say, Mom, Dad, that's when you sit down, shut the fuck up, and let them speak. Let them come out to you. Because as parents, we're supposed to guide and protect, support our children. Okay? Let them. Don't interrupt them. Don't just sit there. And I actually have the decency, understanding that your children will go through some phases, go through in their pre-teens and their teens, maybe even in their early adult life, that there's a change, a personal change, that in a way where they want to come out to you, because as parents we need to be supportive and understanding, you know. And my son came out to me, and he was scared. And I will always love my son. Always. But as parents, you have to understand your children are getting older, and there's going to be a time and a place where they're going to come out to you. And they'll have a friend, and they're going to explain who she is, or who he is. It could be more than a friend. Is that your little friend? No, Mom, Dad, this is... My daughter, they'll come out and say, Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend. Or if you have a son, you say, Mom, Dad, this is so-and-so, he's my boyfriend and we're dating, you know. But don't rush to judge. That would be the most fucked up thing you ever done. You may not agree with it, but support your children. Look, it's not about you. It's a time to be a parent, to support. Whether you agree with it or not, support your kids, your children. And look, I'm still afraid for my son. Okay, I admit that, you know. But I support and protect my son because he's my only child, my only son. Period. And at a point, there will be people that would try to convince him or her of what wrong you're doing. And they'll put a lot of stuff in their heads, you know. And that's when you need to tell your child, look, I stand by what I said. I support you. I love you. And I'll protect you. But I'm also willing to let you see the world for yourself. You know. Now, it will be hard, yeah. It will be tough. But life is about ups and downs. And we have to accept that. Period, you know. And open your eyes and ears, folks. Because this world is for everybody. This is a beautiful world with people that would add a little bit of darkness in it. Right, folks, it's a time to put the turkey in the oven, as my friend Zer would say. Time to put the turkey in the oven. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below. And don't forget to hit the bell for notification. Please share this video. And always live healthy, happy, wise. I love you guys. And I'll see you all in the next video. I'm Grandmaster Evan, and this has been the Anonymous Probate Network. Peace. Godspeed.